Amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood reaction video. Ah man, the title of this episode has got me a little bit curious. It's something that I feel like we've rarely seen, we haven't really explored much of, but it is referenced so much throughout the entire anime, and it is definitely something I'm very curious about, and that is the ISHVALAN War. So, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction. In fact, make sure you subscribe. A lot of you who watch these reactions every single week, like we do 3 episodes a week, aren't subscribed. I don't know why. Press that subscribe button, join the family. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 30.
Yeah.
The lamp looked like
So you've decided
painted.
to become a soldier after all. That's all the proof I need. You're not ready to learn flame alchemy.
But sir, I am. It's the only thing left. I mean, haven't I already mastered the fundamentals of alchemy?
Of course you have. And I regret even teaching you that much, now that I know who you plan on using it for.
But alchemy should be used for the people, shouldn't it? Master, our country is constantly under threat from all sides. The military needs alchemists. It's a matter of defending our homes. If we don't help
I'm
them...
tired of hearing that vile rhetoric.
You know what, the more you like break down Mustang as a character, the more selfish I think he becomes. And I think we're gonna see that a little bit in this episode, because we literally saw Mustang burn down an entire town, didn't we? There was like a little flash scene of him doing it when the war was going on. I'm just saying, anyone who could do that, you saw the difference, right? Between Armstrong and Mustang, for example, where Armstrong just couldn't do it and had to leave. Mustang could, and that is because Mustang wants to be in charge. And you could argue maybe he wants to be in charge so he can be good, like be someone good in charge. But at the same time, the way he's getting there, it's kind of questionable, right? I do love him as a character,
I
but
can't stand to see you like
he's a bit
this.
messed up.
There's no reason for a man of your stature to suffer in this kind of squalor. If you would simply join the military, you could get grants for your research. You could
I don't need a grant for something I've already completed.
You finished your research?
I've created the most powerful alchemy. It would only cause tragedy if I placed it in the wrong hands. And now that I've finished it, I've allowed myself to grow complacent. We alchemists are hungry creatures. We must continue the hunt for knowledge as long as we live. If we forgo pursuing the truth, then we allow ourselves to die. Trust me, I've been dead for a long time.
Master! Are you all right? Master Hawkeye!
Look after my daughter. She's in possession of my research. Look after her.
Mustang is very morally grey, isn't he? Is it because he wants the research that he's close to Hawkeye this whole time? I thought there was a bit of a romance thing going on there.
Done so much. I don't think I can ever thank you enough.
It's the least I could do, after everything he's taught me. You should take this. You can call me in the military if you need to. Let me guess. You also don't approve of me becoming a soldier. Your father told me soldiers are left to die like trash on the side of the road. That may be, but I know it's the only way to make a difference. And I know I'll never be happy if I don't try to make this country a better place. Man, that must have sounded pretty childish, huh?
Not at all. There's nothing childish about caring. I'd like to believe that you're serious about this. That you really do care. Can I trust you, Roy? With my father's research?
Tough one. Wait, if she gave him all the information then and there, then obviously that clears up whether there's any kind of rhetoric around their relationship, right? Because if she gave him all the information, he could have just walked away and be done, but obviously they're very close now. So that would explain. I'm guessing this is about how he learned the fire alchemy stuff, right? Flame alchemy. So they are close. They are there. It's just adding a lot of questions I don't know about. Obviously, you guys have watched the whole show, so you know the answers. But for me, that seemed like a bit suspicious. Like maybe there was a bit of questionable motives going on there. But it does seem like, at least with what we're hearing in this episode, Mustang's intentions are good. They're questionable, but they are good. He does have a good heart, it seems. It seems.
No, Hayate. Bad dog. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, it happens all the time. So I, heard you're working for the Fuhrer.
Yeah. Looks like things got pretty serious.
Yeah, but I didn't use it. I didn't have to. Well, I couldn't pull the trigger. It's pathetic, huh? If I just... Well, I was just useless.
Tell me what happened.
You know, Scar, I found out he murdered Winry's parents. She could have shot him. But deep down, I knew that would be wrong. And all of a sudden, that gun seemed like something evil. Next thing I knew, I stopped her. But I honestly think she would have shot him if I hadn't been there. She could hardly stop crying once I got the gun away. And it's my fault. I've got no resolve. I only managed to make things worse.
You're just dwelling on this stuff because you made it back alive. You need to stay focused on living. That's how you'll help Winry. How else can you protect her? I mean, after all, you love her, don't you?
No, it's not like that. We've just been friends since we were little kids. She's like family to me. I mean, of course, I'm gonna protect her, you know?
What happened with Scar?
That's a bit sus. That's a bit sus, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, Ed. You can hold it together. In fact, you know what? Ed can't. That's the one thing Ed can't do. Ed has no control over his emotions. He'd be the worst damn poker player ever. The guy can't control anything. Like, he's brilliant. When it comes to his emotions, he can't control them.
I'm sorry. This only added to your burdens.
I've gotta ask, does it ever feel like a burden to you?
I've lost the right to look at it that way, so I'd be wrong to complain. I'm not proud of it. But I've killed too many to feel sorry for myself. Besides, I can't deny that I'm the one who chose this path.
Do you mean Ishval? Can I ask you about that? Would it be all right?
It's time to confess. Tell me your sins. What did you do to my people?
ISHVAL is a harsh and barren country.
Here we go. Here we go. So, as far as what I've gleaned so far and what I've put together from this show, it really does just feel like ISHVAL got screwed over. Like ISHVAL was just imagine your local town, right? And then someone just framed your local town for some sort of uprising and then just wiped it off the map. That's literally what it feels like for ISHVAL. They're just there, minding their own business, whistling away, having a good time. All of a sudden, there's a gunshot. What's going on? Next thing you know, the military here. Next thing you know, your town's being blown up. And it's like, did we do something? That's what it feels like.
Filled with rocks and sand. Considering the terrain, it's not surprising that it would give birth to such a stringent religion. Or that its people would be so earnest and resolute. It's only natural that a faction of the population would protest the country's annexation by Amestris. Their mistrust was soon justified. That one bullet changed everything. Their mistrust turned to outrage, and dissidence spread like a contagion. It soon escalated into a civil war, and the fighting lasted 7 long years. Until a simple one-page document determined the ISHVALAN's fate. Executive Order 3066.
Executive Order 3066. Huh? What the fuck is that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That could have been more of a Star Wars reference if you tried. Did this come out before or after Star Wars? Like, because Executive Order 66 was in Episode 3, right? Revenge of the Sith. So that's not that old, right? What's that? 2007, maybe? Off the top of my head, 2006, 2007, 2007, something like that, right? And this came out way before that, right? FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood, I think, but this is FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood. Is it the original FULLMETAL Alchemist came out before that? Was it always Executive Order 3066? What I'm trying to work out is this a reference to Star Wars, or is Star Wars an actual reference to an anime? That's too damn close to not be some sort of link.
Official order to initiate the ISHVALAN War of Extermination. It was like hell on earth. The air was tainted with the smell of human decay, and the desert sand soaked up the blood like a sponge. Most combat is blind. A normal soldier might fire erratically without a clear target in mind. But it's different for snipers. Someone is sure to die when we pull the trigger. Where other soldiers don't always have a direct line of sight on the effects of their actions, snipers do. And, of course, the state alchemists.
Listen here! I am the Iron Blood Alchemist, Boss Grod! Iron and blood! I am both soldier and weapon! Now stand down! I am the only man able to take the lead in this battle!
Damn, this show can go so fucking supersonic dark at times, man. Like, what the hell? It's crazy. It goes from one side to the other so dramatically. It is brilliantly done. An incredible anime, and man, it makes you feel, but God, it hurts sometimes to watch. This is a horrible episode. Jesus. We're seeing, so the Iron and Blood Alchemist, that guy's not around anymore. There was the machine gun guy, with the guy with all the guns that we saw a while ago. Was that him? The dude who had all the cannons that Scar killed? Because Scar went through a lot of the state alchemists. I mean, I don't blame Scar for doing what he did. You can kind of see why. I do blame Scar for Winry's parents. I understand that there was a lot of PTSD around it and everything. But he's the one who killed them. So, you know, the blame does rest with him. But at the same time, the war didn't start because of him. So it's you know... God, what a brutal episode. Jesus. Yeah, this is messed up. Oh, man. I'm interested, but like to hear more about the alchemists in this war, because it seems like there's quite a lot involved, and we haven't been told much about them.
They took my leg! Those savage ISHVALAN dogs! Damn!
Also, I see Hughes. Also, I flipping love the classic anime cliche, where you literally have just like one guy who's got to like announce him. I am this! No one can defeat me! I am here in the middle of a battle and I'm going to talk about how awesome I am. you gotta love it.
They took my leg! Those savage ISHVALAN dogs! Damn them!
It's my man Hugh!
Hey, Roy! Roy Mustang!
That handsome
so you got
son of a
deployed
bitch.
too. Well, it's good to see you. Although, you've changed since the last time I saw you.
I could say the same, Hughes. You have the eyes of a killer.
Yeah. Look at this country. It's not exactly the future we imagined when we were at the academy.
Yeah. I guess that future could never be.
Captain, you have a letter.
Oh, thank you.
What? What's wrong?
I've still got a beautiful future. And her name is Gracia. She's patiently waiting at Central for the day I can come home. All alone. Oh, how long before some jerk puts the moves on her? No, Gracia would never do that to me. She'd never have an affair like that. But she is all alone.
Hey, Hughes, I got a little advice for you. It happens in movies and novels all of the time. The soldiers who never shut up about their girls back home, they don't make it.
Not funny, Roy.
I have missed my man Hughes. I have missed this guy. God damn it. I've missed him. I spent the better part of my earlier episodes doubting him. And now I love him. My guy! Look at that handsome son of a bitch,
then.
man.
I can make it through this day. This letter is all I need. I can think about tomorrow again. Even if this damn battlefield might not let me see it.
I can't picture any way out of this war. No matter how much military force we throw at it, the desert seems to just suck it up like water. All of this destruction. For what purpose? All that's left is sand.
True. It seems a little excessive to suppress an uprising.
Hello, Major Mustang. Long time no see. Do you still remember me?
Damn this war. Even her. She has the eyes of a killer, too.
I'm guessing it's crazy, like, right, this is definitely making me see Mustang in like a more positive light, because he did a lot of questionable things, but so did everyone, and at the end of the day it does, like, but then that whole following orders argument comes in, which has been used for so long even in the real world. Her weapon's wrapped, obviously, I'm guessing, because they're in a desert, so it stops sand getting inside the gun and jamming it. That's what I'm guessing is the reason for that. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing Mustang in a more positive light on this one. But yeah, it's crazy because even Hughes, someone like Hughes, even Mustang saying he's got the eyes of a killer now, Hughes. This is adorable Hughes, right? The only one who doesn't seem to... The softest of them all is the strongest, Armstrong, which is crazy, right?
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Why they gotta keep shut? Why? Whatever. Fair enough.
Maybe you can answer this, Major. Why are we being ordered to kill citizens when we should be the ones protecting them? I thought alchemy was meant to be used to help people. So why is it being used to kill them instead?
Because that's the job we state alchemists have been given to do. You ask why we're here killing these people instead of protecting them? Because this is a war and that's what soldiers do. Isn't that right?
You think this is our job? To cause tragedy?
Well, that's how it seems. But let's see. Tell me, miss. You're not very happy to be here, are you? Well, you don't appear to be. But can you honestly tell me, in that split second when you take down an enemy, you don't allow yourself to feel the slightest tinge of satisfaction and pride in your skills? Well, Miss Marksman.
That's enough, Kimberly!
I'll tell you what I don't get. Did you people expect something different? You act like you're surprised, like you didn't choose this. Did you put on that uniform thinking you wouldn't be asked to kill? The one thing worse than death is to avert your eyes from it. Look straight at the people you kill. Don't take your eyes off them for a second. And don't ever forget them, because I promise that they won't forget you.
When this guy first started talking, I was like, seems like a dick, right, Kimberly? But that last statement, he's right. Like, he's right. You know, don't forget them. If you're going to take someone's life, the least you can do is carry their memory, right?
Oh, too bad. There's the bell. Time for me to get back to work.
Okay, so he's a dick, but he's
I've gotta
right.
head out too. See you later, Roy.
Hughes, can you tell me why you fight?
It's simple. I don't want to die. That's the only reason. The reasons are always simple.
If that's so,
What the hell is the reason for this war? The reason? There is one. But it's worse than you can imagine. Lives of my people to create a Philosopher's Stone? What happened to this stone? It was given to Major Zolf J. Kimbley. He was known as the Crimson Alchemist. Did you see what this man looked like? Did he have black hair and cold eyes? Yes. My brother. Keep talking. Everything changed. That single stone.
Why is he in prison? He's in prison, but the thing is, we know he's in prison. Why is he? We've seen him, right? He's the prisoner. But sure, Bradley's the one who would have put him in prison, right?
Turned the battle around.
What a beautiful sound. It doesn't get any better than that. I can feel it deep in my bones. Like a part of me I never noticed before. That sound is an extension of my being. And this land that's governed by death, I will paint it red with this shard of destruction. I couldn't dream of a more fulfilling job.
Okay, yeah. I take it back. I take it back. Fuck that guy. That guy's a dick. I take it back. He's a dick. He's a dick. He's a dick.
Such a beautiful sound! Like a symphony! This stone is amazing!
He's literally the Major from Hellsing Ultimate. Fuck this guy.
It didn't take long after that. The ISHVALANs were slaughtered. With no other options, the ISHVALANs surrendered. The High Priest of Ishvala, Log Lo, offered himself to the Fuhrer on behalf of his people.
So, you're asking me to take your life in place of the remaining tens of thousands of Ishvalans?
That's correct. I stand...
How arrogant of you. Do you sincerely believe that your single life is equivalent to the remaining multitude of your followers? Your stature is gone to your head. The life of any individual human is only worth one life. That's all. Nothing more and nothing less. Your life is not enough to call off the extermination.
How can you be so inhuman?
You will suffer the hammer of God!
God, you say? Now this is intriguing. How much longer do you think your God plans to wait before unleashing his fury? Just how many thousands of lives must I take before he decides to strike me down?
You're a monster!
Open your eyes. God is nothing more than a construct created by man to inspire fear and promote order. If you wish to see me struck down for all these atrocities, use your own hands to do so, not God's.
Man, someone's got to kill Bradley. That guy is a prick.
And that's it. The war soon ended, and we were all discharged and returned to our homes.
It wasn't really a war.
Now we know. We really are as expendable as garbage to them.
Yeah, the power of one man. It doesn't amount to much. But that doesn't matter. With what little strength I have, I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people I love. And in turn, they'll protect the ones they love. It seems like the least we tiny humans can do for each other.
Starting to like Mustang a lot. Don't like Bradley. Fuck that guy. How long until someone kills that dude?
So, you've decided to take this path after all, even after what you went through in Ishval.
Yes, sir. If the world truly operates based on the principles of equivalent exchange, then we soldiers have plenty to give back. If this world is meant to prosper, then it is our duty to carry the bodies of the dead across a river of blood to their resting place.
Well, she's not wrong. I guess it's her way of atoning.
I'm assigning you to be my assistant. I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Although, I expect you understand what this means. you'll be able to shoot me in the back as well. If I ever deviate from this path, then I want you to shoot me, and I'm trusting you to do so. Do you accept my offer?
Ah, man, that feels like foreshadowing. That feels like mega foreshadowing.
Of course I do, sir. I'll follow you into hell if you ask me to.
Hawkeye's pretty awesome assistant.
But even if the Colonel does become the Fuhrer, how will that change the fact that this is still a military state?
Well, it won't. The first thing we'll have to do is restore power to the Parliament. We'll take it back from the military and make it democratic again. Only after the full extent of the military's corruption has been brought to light can this country move forward.
What do you mean?
For example, those who were praised as heroes during the ISHVALAN campaign will be brought to trial as war criminals. That's right. In a just, peaceful world, after all that we've done, we'll be seen as mass murderers.
And the Colonel is trying to make sure this happens? Isn't that just like committing suicide? But the homunculi were the ones pulling the strings. They caused the Civil War.
Even if they were...
This is literally like me in chat. This is me and the comment section. This is so funny. Like, I'm like, I hate this character. And you guys like, but the homunculi are the one. Like, this is really funny.
The homunculi were the ones pulling the strings. They caused the Civil War.
Even if they were the ones responsible for it. We were the soldiers who carried it out.
Well, I don't need to argue anymore. I'll just get Hawkeye to do my arguing
You
for
should
me.
never avert your eyes from death. Never forget the people you've killed. Trust me. No matter how much time passes, they will never forget the ones who killed them.
It's not right.
You don't have time to start worrying about us. Your hands are already full. You need to look after your brother, Ed, and you need to get your bodies back. You better get to it. You got plenty of people waiting for that day.
I'll get our bodies back, and Al will help me.
I don't think they're
Good
ever
night,
getting their
Dr.
body
Knox.
back.
Sorry for the intrusion.
Excuse me, Mr. Armor?
Huh?
I just wanted to thank you for your help. You saved both of our lives.
My name's not Mr. Armor.
Mr.
It's Alphonse
Armor.
Elric.
Your name is Elric?
You remember Edward Elric, don't you? The little alchemist you screamed at? Well, I'm actually his younger brother. It's kind of a long story, but I lost my body.
Mr. Armor.
You're his younger brother, huh? You probably look just like him then.
How rude! For starters, I am way taller than my brother is, and I don't have a mean face like his, and I'm a much better fighter, too. And I don't have a temper like he does. I'm a gentleman.
Uh-oh.
What?
I really hope that you get your body back soon.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, what a random ass ending. I love it. Is there another after credit scene? We're getting a lot of after credit scene recently. There's a lot of credit time left. Let's have a look. Maybe? There is! Holy shit, there's so many after credit scenes recently.
Hope you're decent, Doc. Time for your supper.
Is he dead?
It sure is quiet in here.
Is he dead or is he gone?
Are you thinking about ISHVALAN crying yourself to sleep?
He's dead. Is his head exploded?
The release of a...
Jesus Christ, man. Alright. Phew. Man, Scar really doesn't fuck around, does he? You know, a simple, like, smothering in his sleep, you know, something like that. Nope. He's like, you want me to kill you? Okay. Boom, boom! Just explode your damn head. Alright, fair enough. I wonder how important the doc was to their plans. I mean, they've kept him alive this whole time. They feed him. He's been quite close to them. We've seen him part of the experiment. So is his loss going to be rippled out into the effects of their plan? Probably not. I don't think so. At the same time, you would assume so because he's been kept around for so long. However, it's not usually how TV works. So I don't think so. Scar seems to be fairly strong, but no one is anywhere near as strong as Father, who my guess is no one can take him down unless someone learns more abilities to take him down. It makes more sense for someone to betray him, someone close to Father, and like someone who's stronger. I don't know. It's such a tough one. Or maybe someone from Xing. We don't know much about Xing. It's still quite of an enigma to us, but we got a lot of episodes to find out about it. We are coming up one more episode. I think we're halfway through this show, so there's a lot of like variables to the ultimate plan, because at the moment you have this villain who seems completely untouchable, super strong, hands in all the pies, corrupt military, just overwhelming evil, right? An overwhelming evil force that even if you took all the best characters in this show, all the good ones, and put them all in one room against this evil, they would still lose. It's like, what? And the thing is that, like, even if they cause some sort of civil uprising or anything like that, there's literally no way for them to win. So, what is the way for them to win? There is one thing I think about, one variable that seems... There's two variables. Xing is variable number 1. We don't know much about Xing. We don't know much about the people there. That's variable number 1. Ling and greed as well. Could be something there. Could be some sort of strength there as well. But that comes under the Xing umbrella, I'd say. The second variable is the Elric's dad. He is the second variable. What is he doing? He's been traveling around investigating stuff this whole time. He also felt when Father used his ability and stopped alchemy working, he felt it. The camera cut to him, we saw him, and he felt it as well. So is he stronger than we're led to believe? And if so, what can he do? What is his knowledge? We also know he too knew about the truth. Has he seen it? We don't know there. Is he one of the sacrifices? There's another thing. Also, Doc was supposed to be one of the sacrifices because he's supposedly seen the truth as well, which is why they were keeping him around too, I'm guessing. You see what I mean, though? So those are the variables. The Elric's father and the fact that he looks like Father. Those two literally look identical. Why? That feels like the major plot point in where the final story is going. Those two. I don't know why. I don't think I've been given any kind of tools to figure it out yet. Literally clueless. Yeah, I don't know. Does that mean... And they also mentioned him not being human. That's another thing. So yeah, there's definitely something going on there, but is he like the original homunculi they created? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions. If you are, press that like button and subscribe. Join the family. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourself an awesome day. As always, my friends, see me in the next video.